Hey everybody, this is Hellbard, lead singer of Atorc, and you're watching Metal DNA.
Hit the lights, hit the lights, hit the lights. Ooh, yeah.
Talking about one of my biggest heroes. He is an author, a filmmaker, a pilot, an athlete. He has travelled the world and lived more of a life than most of us ever will. He's also the singer in possibly my favourite band of all time, Iron Maiden. I am of course talking about the one, the only, the air raid siren, Bruce Dickinson. My first experience with Iron Maiden was buying the Edward the Great compilation album just because I thought the cover looked cool, and that proved to be a good decision because I went on to be obsessed with what I was hearing, and the next week I went back to the shop and I bought Number of the Beast, and from then on I was hooked. Just the songs, the melodies, the playing, the energy. I listened to it all the time. I tried to make my friends listen to it. You know, I tried to learn every note on my guitar. And I just became obsessed with Iron Maiden. And it wasn't until, funnily enough, I saw Iron Maiden at EARL'S Court on the A Matter of Life and Death tour when I was 18, that I really got into the vocal side of things and really appreciated Bruce as a frontman. During the gig I went to at EARL'S Court 2006, the band had a power cut. And while the lights were down, and they were trying to sort out the tech difficulties, Bruce got out a megaphone and started entertaining the crowd. He was telling jokes, he was singing, he was interacting with people in the crowd, you know, pointing things out. He kicked the ball about. I think he might have juggled. But what I took away from it was that a crowd wasn't something to be afraid of. It was something that could be a friend when you're up there on stage. It's something that can enhance the experience for the band. And I think Bruce is the best example of that. He's the consummate showman. He has absolute courage, charisma, and I think is everything that a metal frontman should be. So as I delved deeper and deeper into the Iron Maiden back catalogue and learned more about the band, I started to realise that a lot of my favourite songs by Maiden were written by Bruce Dickinson. So 2 Minutes of Midnight, Flash of the Blade, The Duelists, and especially Flight of Icarus, which I think might be my favourite heavy metal song of all time. And I blew my voice out several times as a teenager trying to emulate that amazing note at the end where he... And Bruce remains a great performer to this day into his 60s, which I think has a lot to do with the great physical condition he's kept himself in over the years. Which is why you maintain yourself, which is why you maintain your voice, which is why you maintain your body, because you want to be able to perform for a long time. I, for one, want to be able to do what I love for a long time. So I'm always trying to better myself. And, I mean, Bruce even had throat cancer. He even came through that all right. And I really think there's a lot to be said for having that kind of can-do, fuck you, have a go attitude at life, just like Bruce. And that is why I think he'll always be one of the great frontmen of all time, one of the great singers of all time, and why he'll always be a hero of mine. And I think that his influence will continue to be felt for a long time to come.
Fans are insane. We're gonna blow this place away with the volume higher than anything today. We start to rock, we never stop again.